We have one.
Marshall.
You good? Okay. So we have one matter before us, and then if there's other business, we can address it after this. But special business, we have a supplemental project authorizing resolution on the agenda to make an assignment from one entity to another of an existing solar project in Ellsburg. Dave or anyone, you want to queue anything up, or should I ask Justin? I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but I guess, Justin, if you want to give us the Cliff Notes version.
Sure. Good morning.
Good morning.
The project closed with OYA in September of 2022, led by the OYA development team based in Toronto, Canada. This project, along with I think 6 or 7 other projects, are being bundled for sale to larger development concerns. This one in particular being offered up for acquisition by an English and Welsh joint venture, as outlined in your board packets. As with other projects you've dealt with that have gone through transitions of ownership, the leaseback agreement requires them to secure your consent and enter into assignment agreements so we can document the transition of the benefits to the new ownership. We got supplemental project data from them in the form of a supplement to the application. That's in your board package, along with ownership charts and a history of the development firm acquiring the project. I belatedly invited their counsel. Maybe he's joined in, I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's on.
I'm here. I'm here if you can hear me.
Thank you, Glenn. I appreciate you joining it at the last minute. My apologies for sharing it like at 6 o'clock in the morning.
No, that's okay. I can't put the camera on because you guys don't want to see me, I promise. But
Understood. But with that premise, if the board has any questions, or if the board and Glenn want to have an exchange, I'll shut up for a little bit.
Okay, thanks, Justin. Glenn, if you're representing the applicant, if there's anything you want to add, otherwise we can go through, just read the resolution and have discussion. But this is probably an appropriate time if there's anything you wish to highlight or add.
I think Justin has put it very succinctly, and we've submitted all of the materials that I think are probably relevant to your analysis of the financial capabilities of the new company. It's a very strong company. We just also received, I did just in the last 20 minutes or so, your invoice, which we will pay today. If there are other invoices for Justin that need to be paid with regard to this, we will obviously cover that as well. But I think the package is complete. Justin and I have gone back and forth for some additional information over the last 3 or 4 days. So I think the package is in pretty good shape, but if there are specific questions, I am certainly delighted to answer those. I represent OYA, so unfortunately I didn't know about this until too late. There's no one from the purchaser on at this moment, but if there are questions for them, I can certainly get them to answer any questions as well.
Okay, thanks, Glenn. With the board's consent, I can read the resolution, and if we get a first and a second, if there are questions, you can ask Justin or Mr. Frank. I'm not going to be able to answer any of them other than what's written down, or if you have questions now before we read the resolution, whichever you prefer. Okay, I'll read the resolution, and we'll get a first, second, and then we'll go through our normal discussion. Page 3 of our board packet, supplemental project authorizing resolution number 10.11.2023.01, resolution of the Jefferson County Industrial Development Agency, the agency authorizing an assignment request received from OYA Ellsburg Solar LLC, the company in connection with a certain project as more fully described below, to be undertaken by the agency and the company, and authorizing the execution and delivery of documents with respect to the same. Several whereas clauses. The second one is really describing the project formerly known as OYA Ellsburg Solar LLC, adopted April 7, 2022. I think the fourth whereas clause is going through the assignees, describing it in, again, a succinct way. There's a lot more in the board packet here. There's different layers, but essentially we're signing into the top layer. And as required by our bylaws, we have all of the layers identified, and Justin vetted all of that out with Mr. Frank. And the rest of it is a lot of the standard language in our assignment. So I would ask for a motion to accept the supplemental resolution as so read. Dave Converse is the first.
Second.
Paul is the second. Okay, any further discussion, questions?
Just have a question for Lyle. When is the first payment under the pilot? Is that January?
I think it's January 31st or February 1st, 24.
And we have enough information to do the billing?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
One question, the combination, just a general question, a combination of all those projects, how many megawatts of power would that equal? The combination of the projects?
This is for one, right? This is only for soil.
Right,
Okay.
but that's why I asked, of that package that's going to this firm, how many megawatts of power would that equal? Just roughly, that's not,
Approximately 40 to 45.
okay, thank you very much.
And this particular one's five, if I recall. Yeah. Any other questions? Without further ado, a roll call vote, please.
Rob,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Lisa,
Yes.
Ed,
Yes,
and Paul.
Yes.
There you go. We got to see some breakfast sausage made. The resolution carries, and there are really no other items on the official agenda. So if there are new business or special matters that were convened, Mr. Frank, thank you for attending. The resolution is carried. I'm sure Justin will
Thank you very much.
deal with all
Thank
the
you very much.
particulars to get this closed promptly.
Thank you very much to the board. And Justin, if there is a supplementary invoice for us, just let us know. We'll do that immediately.
Yeah, I'll follow up as quickly as possible and turn the assignment agreement and related docs out to you and the buyer as quickly as we can.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it, everyone.
Thanks. Thank you.
Motion to adjourn.
Okay. Second?
Second.
Good. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
We stand adjourned. Thank you for joining us early, Justin.